It's Brian Shannon from AlphaTrends.net. Today's Friday, the 27th of November, 2020. Markets had a good week here. They were shortened, of course, with a day off on Thursday and a half day today. But as you can see, the only thing that lost any ground was the bonds and the volatility index. Everything else is playing catch up to the individual names, and sometimes the stocks lead the market. It doesn't have to be the market leading the stocks. As you know, I have been more focused on individual stocks. I'm going to continue to do that, but it is good to see, of course, that the S&P 500 is up at a new all-time closing high here today, and the Nasdaq close to a new all-time closing high. It did find buyers right at the month-to-date volume-weighted average price this week, so they behave well, and there's just no reason to go dig in. It's better to look for opportunities in the individual names. The Russell 2000 new high, semiconductors new high, biotechs finally getting going here. They did break above that key level. That is, they held found buyers at the conjunction of the 20 and 50-day moving average. As I mentioned, I'm not personally involved. It gapped up and took off here today. If you're involved, that's great. Stop probably goes worst case under this past week's low. And the financials, again, I just don't think they're trading vehicles. I am a swing trader, so I don't like to talk about these things. The individual stocks are where the action is at. I am still long some APHA from $5.73. CRSP had a monster day. I'm involved in that one from 103.50. And when I say I mean me and AlphaTrends.net subscribers, which again, I'm going to remind you for the last time, is on sale right now for the annual subscription. Normally $799 through Sunday, just $599. And I talk about these ideas such as RYAM at 486. I'm not giving you just the winners here. I'm going through all of the stocks that we're currently involved in. GME is one that we took another third off today on this so-called breakout. When a stock runs, when you get involved in a stock at $11.93, and then it makes a big run like this, that's not the time to be a buyer. That's the time to sell some to the uneducated buyers. And if you don't understand why I call them uneducated, please take a look at alphatrends.net. AAXN, we're still long a bit of that. I put that on Twitter. ZI, still long this one. Great day here today. Lemonade is another one we're involved in. We sold a little bit of, actually, we raised our stop in DKNG, and actually it did get hit here. FIII is an interesting little one. It's highly speculative. It's a new SPAC, in EV SPAC that we got involved in at $11 per share. And we're involved in ARLO. It gapped up, or it ran quickly today, but then failed. So I'll have some more ideas in a video that I'll post to, I'm going to post it to Twitter only or my website on Sunday. If you're interested in that, go ahead and take a look. I won't be posting it to YouTube if you watch me on YouTube. Let's talk about Ethereum, the cryptos. In fact, we had gotten stopped out this week of Riot. We got stopped out of the balance of our shares in Riot right over here, and that's for riding it from $4 a share to 7 and change. And we also got stopped out of MARA before this gap lower today. And the reason for that is, if you listen to my video Wednesday night, I had mentioned that I was getting out of the majority of my cryptos because they were just simply getting too bullish on the upside, and that I would pointed out that for people who are newer traders to the cryptos, that it's not unusual to see pullbacks like this, and this is exactly why I had sold pretty close to the top. And maybe I got a little bit of luck in that as well, but I have since repurchased some. Here's the volume weighted average price from the May low. That's in the Ethereum, and if you look at the weekly chart, this is probably a great place to be a buyer if you're not involved, because the longer term time frame is still bullish. I haven't repurchased any Bitcoin yet. My feeling is that I want to see it come down into this area. I currently have a bid at 15,600. I might adjust that up slightly, but I still think it has the potential for weakness. And even if that makes it weaker I mean, leads to further weakness in some of these other ones, that's fine as well. But I had gotten out of, this Ethereum was the one I was talking about, that has the best weekly chart, and it just made a run from 400 to 600, and now it has pulled back pretty quickly and right to a key volume weighted average price level. That's the volume weighted average price from that May low, low rather. And now I'm most likely, I'm in a full position here, but I'm most likely going to look to sell some up near about 550, just because I think they probably need to settle down a little bit further before they can really sustain another bigger upward move. The momentum just needs to kind of slow down and reset in here. Again, thanks for tuning in. Have a good weekend. Talk to you next week.